What's going on, my options traders? Thanks for stopping by Options Premium Daily. I'm your host, John, and it is a interesting Friday. We're definitely having a bit of movement, well, or lack thereof, I guess you could say. But in today's tutorial, we're going to cover really quickly something that's very important in thinkorswim and charting in general, and that's trend lines. So go ahead and hit that like button, and without further ado, let's get started on this. So right now I'm in the Qs. You'll see my ticker here. But what we want to do is now create a trend line on this chart. And there's a couple ways you can do that. So a quick and easy way, if you right click, you'll actually see options pop up here, to buy, sell, but you can add a drawing. Excuse me. And right up here is trend line. So you can click on that, but I'm going to show you another way. So up here, we've got kind of our toolbar with other things, and drawing tools is here as well. And so this will take us into a similar action. And if you do like drawing, you can actually get this as a floating pane in order to kind of follow you or go. I like a neater look on my system, so I prefer actually having it here instead of this floating pane. Now I'm going to click on trend line, but you'll see a bunch of other options too. Regression channels, text notes, which are very helpful, price levels, which are basically just horizontal lines, and then the pointer is typically the one that is there as your default. So I'll go to trend line, and you'll now know that my mouse has turned into like a pencil, and with that you can use this to sort of note notable things. So I'm going to start with my first click being down here at this low, and you can see I'm starting to extend out. Right on this side is going to give you like some data, so 80 days, 90 days, 100 days, as well as like the slope and things like that you're doing, that angle. Now with these trend lines, you can sort of do a lot of interesting things, but usually I like to go, say, low to low, high to high, that sort of thing. It'll help us just figure out our trend. So I'm going to click that, and you'll see now I got a couple things. This has now created my endpoint and my beginning point. When I right click on that trend line itself, it's going to bring up a few things. I can create alerts. I can work with certain things. Extensions are nice too. I'll show you that in a second. But let's edit the property, right? I'll make this different color or something. You can also name the trend lines. You can put arrows, labels, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to fine tune these, maybe you might have clicked a few points away from where you wanted to. You can actually put in, say, 165. I'll put it down as my value point, and then I'll actually change the color of this and hit OK. And you'll see that change. I'm actually at 165 now as my starting point for here. But let's do another thing. I'll right click, I can duplicate, and that immediately will create another drawing, which is kind of neat. And you'll see something interesting here. We're kind of matching sort of a channel, and that maybe that is important in the future, who knows. But if I right click again on this lower trend line, another thing I love to do is I can extend these out. So I can go extend to the right, boom, and you'll see, we're kind of seeing something maybe that's important. Today's close closed above our trend line. Maybe that is support. We don't know. The market's always moving, but the more you stay kind of prepared, it's helpful. So that's pretty neat. Let me do another thing just for fun, and I'll right click, and I can cancel that extension if I want, but I'll extend to the left on this one. And if I just go out further in time, maybe I can see where, if that was anything notable. So up here where my mouse is now, I'm gonna click it, go down here, and say I'll go like to the weekly chart on a 3-year basis. Nothing too notable, honestly. You can even go further out if you really want to. Just for fun, I'll click that again so you can see it. Time frame. Let's move that interval to like 20 years, and I don't know, let's make it like monthly. Okay. Yeah, nothing crazy. It just shows a very vertical chart, basically. So, anywho, let's go back to our 1 year, 1 day. And say here, this seems interesting. I'll click this high. And like I was telling you, I like to usually, go from high to high and see what that creates for us. And I'll right click, extend to the right. And you're going to see right now, this is important. Our price action has been tightening, right? You can see how it's gotten so tight, volume really, really low. Well, in the meantime, these trend lines do seem to indicate that the NASDAQ has to do something. So we're sort of pinching, and now we are saying we need to see a move up or down. Who knows? Everyone's got a different bias in a way, but I think where this can be helpful is this can also tell you, like, hey, there's going to be perhaps a movement, or we're near support, or something along those lines. And then you can actually look at your portfolio and see, what does the portfolio need? Do I need a long position? Am I super kind of overextended in one underlying or not, and maybe need to take off risk? Who knows? But that is where some visual indicators can help you, not only with portfolio management, but maybe like an entry and an exit and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's what's really helpful here with thinkorswim, drawings, trend lines. And I'll keep it short and quick. I appreciate you stopping by watching Options Premium Daily. Make sure you subscribe with the notification bell. We are delivering daily premium content, daily options trades, and in order for you to stay up on top of those trades and videos, you'll need to be subscribed with notifications. So thank you again. Talk to you on the next one. Bye-bye.